welcome everyone to State of the Game for the 24th of November. First things first, well, actually no, before we get into the details, we know that there are a lot of PS4 players here today. We are super aware of that, and we'll be talking to you in just a second, because that's the thing. But there's a lot of you here today, especially because there's a new time for the State of the Game. We, after last week doing the State of the Game by myself, thanks.
You're welcome.
For bailing on me. We recognize the benefits of doing it at this time. One, we have a lot more people that we can reach during this time, which is great because the more people, the better. It also gives us the day to collect more information, which is great.
Because most of the time we just end up in the morning running around,
going crazy,
trying to get all the information we want to get, or trying to get all the final confirmation. So actually doing it later in the day gives us more time to really get more update, which is a segue to the issue at hand of today, which is the PS4 release. Had we done the state of the game this morning, we wouldn't have had enough elements to actually talk about it. Now we have a bit more. So
we have a bit more. We've been running around all day to get you as much as we can. Again, one thing to always remember when we do these things, we do these so we can get you as much information as possible. That doesn't mean that we can get you all the information that you want or the information that you desire, but we're here to give you as much as we can. So with that being said, Yannick.
Oh,
it's
I'm to do the next part.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, PS4, serious talk.
Yeah.
PS4 release of 1.5. Yes, it sucks.
Yeah, it does. I mean, we definitely wish that we could have had it on Tuesday, and the sooner the better.
So let's get it out right now. Bummer. The PS4 update for 1.5 is not coming this week. It's not coming this week. We're looking at next week. So the reason behind that is, and we've talked a bit about it, but it's always very complicated to talk about submission and certification process because it involves more than just us, Massive, and Ubisoft. So usually we're trying not to talk too much about it. But yes, the patch, the update is ready. It's ready for a while. We sent it in submission, so there is this process where we send it to the first parties, so to Microsoft and to Sony, and then they have to review it and approve it. And we sent it a while ago, and and basically we knew there would be a delay, so which is why initially we announced that there would be a delay of a few days because we knew there would be a delay because of the time of the submission process. But then something happened, and then we had some technical issues with the submission process. We had some technical issues with the build and the ability for them to access it. Which delayed the whole thing. We hoped we could actually have it, still have the go from them this week. It's not happening. We will have an answer from Sony by Monday, which means that on Monday we will know if we can release the update or not. If the answer is yes, which it most likely will be, if the answer is yes, we can release the update on Tuesday next week. So that's November 29th.
It's 29th.
Or if the answer is no, then that means that we have to get back to fixing the game and the update, which we all hope is not going to be the case.
Yeah, that's it.
So that's
just so
that's the main information. So and yes, we haven't really talked again about the submission, and I know that a lot of people have complained about our lack of transparency. It's true, we probably could have handled that in a better way, so sorry about that. But initially we thought that this was just going to be a matter of 1 or 2 days, so we didn't think it was worth going in details. Now we realize that this is becoming more of an issue than we initially wanted, so this is why we're here now trying to explain this to you.
It just so you guys know, we don't have any more information than that right now. We definitely are trying to be as transparent with you as possible. We've seen people saying, why can't you just tell? We're here trying to tell you as much as we can. So that's what we have.
Okay, so with that said, so as I said, on Monday we will be able to give you a confirmation if we're releasing on Tuesday or not. We are very hopeful that Tuesday is going to be okay, but there is still a slight chance that it's not. Regarding one question, because we've seen a lot of people commenting about that, this changes nothing regarding the release date of Survival on PS4.
That is, really, really important.
Yeah, the release date of Survival on PS4 is December 20th. It doesn't change, it doesn't move. So this free update is not linked to the to the exclusivity deal with Microsoft or whatever. So December 20th doesn't move.
Yep, there we go. That's also important to note. I saw some people asking about it before. Does the pushback of the 1.5 for PlayStation? Oh no, and why didn't we push back everything so it would come at the same time? That would be fair. But there are definite reasons as to why you probably wouldn't have wanted that either.
Yeah, so it's just that's a legitimate question actually.
Yeah, I think it's a good question.
Knowing that the PS4 update would come later, would be delayed, why didn't we hold off updating anything? Because then we would have had an issue with the exclusivity, which is that the later we push the Xbox survival, the later the PS4 survival comes out, and we would have been in a situation where we wouldn't have been able to release survival on PS4 before the holidays.
Yes.
We would have had to release it afterwards if we would have pushed the survival release on Xbox One, which is something we wanted to absolutely avoid. So that's why we had to kind of compress the whole kind of finalization or whatever time before releasing the update, and which is why we're in the situation now to ensure that survival comes out on December 20th on PS4.
Exactly.
Vendors and blueprints. So we know that there are some very interesting blueprints right now in the rotation of the vendors.
Yeah. That MP5, man.
The MP5, yeah. And there's going to be a rotation on Saturday. This is something we cannot prevent. We can't block it. We don't actually have control over that. But therefore, we're looking at the technicalities, and we're looking if there is a technical solution that would allow us to make these specific blueprints available to PS4 players when update 1.5 is out. So we've heard you on that one, and we'll try to make it happen. With especially with PC, and we had some issues with connectivity, especially on PC. We had the Delta problems that were in the last days since the release of 1.5.
Yes.
This has been fixed.
Great.
So if you're still experiencing Delta issues, please let us know. But the main issue that was leading to Delta disconnects has been fixed.
Good to know.
And then after that, we had another issue yesterday and today also that was leading to, after Delta, then it was mic errors. This should also be fixed now. So if you're still experiencing mic errors or Delta errors, let us know. But again, normally the main problem should be fixed there. So you should be experiencing much less disconnects on PC. Graphic issues and the crashes and the FPS and all of that. It's something we're aware of. We're working on that. So we don't have a fix yet, but we're fully committed to fixing it.
I also wanted to quickly address. I know it can feel at times like this when PS4 is like just wanted to get their hands on an update that we don't care. That's not true. One of the things that I would say that I regret about when we released Underground on PS4. Similarly, we were away during that time, and I was like, I wish we could have been there to celebrate that with you guys. So what we want to do, we did. Obviously, people saw the 24-hour stream that we did just recently. We want to do a similar thing. We don't know exactly what form that's going to take when Survival drops on PS4 on the 20th of December.
Yeah.
So we'll be celebrating that in some way. We won't miss that opportunity. It's going to be a lot of fun.